gonna mute for a minute.
Okay. Buffering. We got top shot. Okay, we are live. We'll hang out a couple of seconds, but I'll do the intro before. Hello, Ruth. Hola. All right, guys, tonight on the chatter, we have Erick from Off Grid Bound, and he would be the person that we are interviewing today. What's up, NBA? Carolyn?
Hey.
We're just hanging out a couple of seconds to see if people join. Oh, yeah. Hey, NBA, I went over 1.2 today. What's up, Nicholas? $1,205 so far, I believe. I'm up to now.
Nice.
All right, now when Uncle Erick answers, you'll be able to hear. There you go. Not yet. I'll tell you when.
Laura Mod Squad, hello.
Here, come sit next to me.
We have Off Grid Bound as our guest today. He's not really a guest, he's family, but for the show's sake, he's a guest.
Hello, everybody. Nicholas Pullout Outdoors. Hi. NBA, what's up, brother? I just love the crap out of that kayak video, man. That looks like it's ready to rock and roll.
What's up, Lisa? Hello, Ashley.
I got a co-host for a little bit. She's going to ask Erick some questions. Yeah. What? Give me a second.
Hi, Ari.
We'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll stop the questions.
Yeah. We're not going to be crazy, though, okay?
Hey, give me back my wife.
Okay.
So you're not.
All right. When some more people come in, then you can ask them. Okay? Say, are you scared, Uncle Erick?
Nah.
And guys in the chat, you can also network with each other. That's fine.
All right. Let me go into chat so I can see everybody. See, and those are everybody that's in here. Right there in the chat. Aunt Ruth's here.
Well, look at that. We are being featured. We are being featured on Deer Park Farmstead.
Hey, Deer Park.
Thank you, Deer Park.
Wow.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
He puts up on his show. Thank you, Deer Park. I do appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, no doubt.
So just so you guys know, we're doing an interview. This portion of my channel is called The Chatter with JJ and Mama Q, and we have Off Grid Bound Erick up there for questioning.
Yeah. Don't read it.
Tell most of the truth, some of the truth, and nothing but, well, maybe the truth.
All right, Ari, you can go.
All right, Ari, you ready? Here, you can ask. Here, let me give you the camera. I'll just hold it on you. Okay?
Huh?
You'll see. I'll tell you when.
Hey, Zero to Homestead, what's up?
Oh, now my phone doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Here, now they can see your face. All right, and you can ask your questions.
Carolyn 12, be free. We are in South Central Kentucky. That's my wife and I. My wife is Ruth, the off-grid homesteading woman.
Botched.
Yeah, I botched that. It's Ruth, the homesteading woman. Yeah,
you gotta wait. You gotta wait on Uncle Erick to stop blabbing. Then you can ask.
Yeah, we're in South Central Kentucky. It's about 90 degrees outside tonight. And inside this shipping container in which we live, It's probably right around 100 degrees.
Jesus. All right, are you ready? Are you ready, Ari? You can go ahead and ask. Ask your first one. Go on.
What's your question, Ari? Talk to me, baby girl.
In the future, can you have more videos? In the future, can you have more videos about your pets?
More videos without or about? About my pets? More videos about my pets. Yes, I think that's going to be a big, big deal for us because hopefully here soon we're going to get a lot more pets. We're going to get some chickens. We're going to get some goats. We're going to get some pigs. And we're going to have an Ariana. And we're going to have some, did I say chickens?
Ariana, you're going to go be their pet? Are you going to go be their pet? She's like, I'm not sure about that. All right. Kaylee says she will.
No.
All right, what's your next question? No. Okay, what's your next question? Sorry, she is a little like, she's ADHD. All right, what's your next question?
Just so everyone knows, Ariana is my niece.
Why did you choose?
Kenny, why did you what? Ask your question. Go ahead.
Why did you choose to live in the woods?
Well, because the sewers were taken by the Ninja Turtles.
She looked at me like, what?
Well, yeah, you know, I didn't want to infringe on Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, or Raphael. You know, those are my buddies.
I think the headphones are. I think the headphones are like a little delayed, so she's getting your answer late because she's like laughing really hard now. All right, ask your next question. Oh God, this question. Go ahead and ask
that question for real. Actually, we chose to live in the woods. One, because I want to be able to raise animals and get our own food, grow our own food from a garden, and I want to be a lot more self-sustainable. I want to be a lot more self-sufficient and not dependent on Walmart. I pretty much believe Walmart will eventually one day take over the world, and I do not like that for one.
I kind of agree with that.
I want to grow my own food. I want to grow my own meat. And the only thing that I really need from the grid at this point in time is interweb service so that I can post videos for all y'all. Because I really enjoy that.
Meat?
Yes.
How do you grow that in your garden?
You can't grow meat in a garden, but I'll explain that to you later.
No. Well, I'll grow meat in the form of rabbits and chickens and goats and that kind of stuff.
We'll explain that later. What's your next question? I have nothing to do with this question. Ask it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you going to ask it or not?
Yes, you do.
Okay, go ahead and read it.
Why did you try to dip my dad in a suitcase?
Because when your dad and I were very little, your dad was very, very, very little, and he fit. So I put him in there. And then I also dropped him in a dresser. I folded him up in a couch. I
shoved him in a refrigerator.
I rolled him down a hill in a tire. I fed him dog food. I was really mean to your dad when we were little. It was fun.
She's dying over here.
Your dad will never, ever, ever forgive me. I love my little brother, but I was an evil child. I'm an evil adult, so
okay. What's your question?
Really evil child.
Come on, read your next question. Oh, the reason it's taking her a minute is because we wrote them down, so she's reading them off, so it takes her a second to read them.
That's fine. You're doing really good reading, baby girl.
So thank you. All right, what's your next one?
Do they have mail in the woods?
Well, yes, because we have a road that we kind of live close by, and we have a mailbox. So, yep, we can get mail. You should send me a letter.
Say okay. No, ask your next question. There's a reason she asked if you can get mail in the woods.
I will be
Can you
getting
draw a
PO
picture
box
of a kitten
when
and send it to me?
Here, you go ahead and say it again. You know, read the one you just asked. Can you draw a picture and send it to me?
Can you draw a picture of a kitten and mail it to me?
Of a what?
Kitten.
Of a kitten. I believe I could do that. I think I will.
That's why she wanted to know if you got mail, so you could send her a picture. All right.
That's too funny.
Oh my God, what's your next one? Oh my God, the next one.
Just so the rest of the people on the live stream know, I will be getting a P.O. box, and you will be able to see that in the description of my videos very soon.
Give him a second to answer.
Also, the reason she's asking me to draw is because I have been a tattoo artist at one point in time.
I'll touch on that. I got a bunch of questions. These are just hers.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
All right, go ahead and ask the next one. The draw one. Oh, he didn't hear you ask that one. Yeah, he didn't hear you ask that one.
What is your favorite thing to draw?
What is my favorite thing to draw? My favorite thing to draw is I like to draw what people ask me to draw because I like to draw new things. If I keep drawing the same thing over and over again, it gets boring. I drew a turtle on your mom's foot.
I will maybe show that later, maybe. All right.
And a hummingbird on her arm.
Yeah.
And I like to draw roses and flowers.
Brace yourself for the next question. Go ahead.
Do your farts smell as bad as my dad's?
My farts smell worse than your dad's. I challenge him to a fart off any day.
All right. What else do you have?
Did I embarrass you yet?
What?
She said, "Did I embarrass you yet?"
No, keep trying.
He said no.
I give up. You can take it from here, Aunt Ruth.
Now, Aunt
Good job.
Ruth embarrass me sometimes, let me tell you.
Are you done? Good job. All right. Everybody tell her she did a good job.
Thank you, Lost Rags. I appreciate that comment.
All right.
No headphones.
No headphones. Well, they all said you did a great job.
Yeah, you did a great job, girl.
You can give Kenny his phone back. All right, you can go give Uncle Kenny his phone back. All right. She wanted to be part of it because it was Eric. So I told her she could.
Yeah, that's my little niece, man, and Mama Q there, that's my sister.
Yeah.
My brother's wife.
Guilty as charged.
So what's the next question? How can I embarrass you, sis?
Oh God. Yeah, I'm like, I told her, I'm like, you know that's not going to embarrass him, right? She's like, it's about farts. I'm like, I don't care. It's your uncle. He's not going to get embarrassed.
Yeah, he don't look like an embarrassed.
No.
It takes a lot.
Oh, no. He's the embarrasser, not the embarrassing.
If I chopped a foot off in the woods by accident, that still wouldn't embarrass me. I'd kind of just make a peg and be proud of it.
Honestly, him, Derek, and Walmart together is terrifying.
Yes, Bessie, it is. Are you jealous?
Oh, yeah.
Brute's problem.
All right. So,
yeah.
now, my questions. Tell us about your channel.
My channel is about it's about our journey to become self-sufficient off grid. And in and of that, I like to screw around and have fun, and mostly I just try and make people laugh. But I also try and be informative and show you all what I'm doing to the best of my ability. It's really hard for me to video stuff as I'm doing it because I'm kind of a one-man show. My wife helps me a lot, don't get me wrong, but if there's heavy lifting or anything going on that's physical, that's all me. That's because I love doing it, and it's what I do. We are off grid because that's what I want to do. My wife is along for it because it's leading to a homestead, farmstead.
Don't answer all my questions in one question.
Oh, what's going on now? You got to come up with better questions then.
I got good questions, but
So, what was the question again?
just about your channel. Just about what your channel is.
My channel is basically me screwing off, but we're off grid, and I'm trying to teach people stuff. And usually, it's trying to teach people how not to do stuff. So, do as I say, not what I do.
What makes your channel different?
What makes
While
my
they're off
channel
grid
different is because I'm kind of a dumbass, and I'm proud of that. I'm very redneck. I make do with what I have. I have piles and piles of junk, and I make pretty cool stuff out of it sometimes. We're struggling. We're not debt free. We don't even really aspire to be. It would be nice, but that's probably not in our future. I work a 9-to-5 job so that I can fund this one little bit at a time. We have very little financial resources to start with, so we can't just go out and buy a bunch of timber and build us a house. That's just not in the cards. So the thing about this channel is that we're doing it, you could say it's on a budget, but it's way more difficult than that. It's zero budget. It's a negativity of funds at this homestead. So we rely upon creativity, we rely upon ingenuity, and that's about all we got. And we make it work. We have duct tape and bubble gum, and we build houses.
What
Duct tape
inspired you? Duct tape fixes everything. Pops actually got me a sign for Christmas that says, "Wine is like duct tape; it fixes everything." What inspired you to start with YouTube?
To start with YouTube was basically I've been watching YouTube and off-grid channels and homesteading channels for years. And you know, my whole goal and ambition is to live off-grid, and you know, it's just kind of to not really mimic, but to well, I guess mimic some of my heroes that are off-grid. And you know, there are channels that I watch and I love, and there are channels that I no longer watch but I still love. And you know, it's just I want to be one of those people. And you know, I do it for me because I like it, and I enjoy watching myself. I enjoy screwing off, and I enjoy screwing up.
He's
And
pretty good at that.
a lot of myself because it's fun and nobody cares. I care least than anybody. So
Ari kind of asked this, so I don't know if you want to touch on it a little more. Why did you choose to live off grid? I don't know if you want to. She kind of asked.
I believe that one day shit's gonna hit the fan. Pardon my French. Glad this is an adult content video, but I believe that hit the fan one of these days. And the whole purpose of being off grid is to be out of the cities, away from the shitstorm that's coming. if it happens in my lifetime, I want to be ready. If it happens in my great-grandchildren's time, I want them to be ready. I want them to have a place that's safe and secure. I want to have my family with me to be safe and secure where I can protect them because I know I can handle myself. And I know I always have a plan. It might not be the best plan. In fact, sometimes it's pretty stupid, but at least it's a plan. It's better than some people got out there, let me tell you.
Yeah, sure. I know where I'm going if everything screws up. I know right where I'm headed.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you're not going to die. You're going to protect me.
Yeah.
Really, it'd be more about the kids.
We are buying 12.21 acres here in South Central Kentucky. The whole point of buying this land and getting it ready and preparing everything is to make sure that my family has a place. When I go, I don't have children of my own. I have a couple of grandchildren through my beautiful wife, and children through her, but they don't really want to live here. I'm hoping that maybe Ariana and Kaylee, my nieces, might want to live here. I'm hoping
think they would like
maybe impart a little bit of this love of nature that my wife and I share. And I think if they do, this would be a great place for them to own and have one day.
the girls love the outdoors. They love fishing. They love. I think that Ari. I don't know because they're kind of high maintenance though. But I mean, as they get older, we'll see. But I think they would. I kind of in the future when they get older want to send them there and for the summers to get to like live that kind of life. I think it'd be good for them, even if just for a little while. Yeah.
Mess Hall says, Eric, if you were stranded on an island, who would you hope to find there? Betty White, Hillary Clinton, or the Easter Bunny? Well, if I was into cannibalism, I'd hope for Hillary Clinton. Easter Bunny, I think I could eat an Easter Bunny. That'd be good. And Betty White's pretty cool. So I'm okay with any of them.
I say Betty White.
Hey, if any of y'all are checking out channels, you should check out Stefan Nobles. He's asking for a shout out. I'm not sure. I think he said how many. Yeah, 16 away from 300. So let's show him some love, y'all.
I already have Stefan. Yeah, Eric. Hang on.
Did I throw you for
great answer? Bravo.
Bravo. Thank you, Messi. Y'all, if you ain't got Sean's channel, the Mess Hall, y'all should check him out, man. He just killed some dinner tonight, man. I wish I was there to eat. Man, if I could, I'd live in Messi's barn just to share table scraps.
See, they know Eric is on here, so they keep coming in here tonight.
Yeah. Wow, we have 10 in the chat. I can't see how many thumbs up we got, but
14.
Bravo. Don't forget to hit them thumbs up, guys.
We got 14 thumbs up.
Woohoo! Yeah, for a Friday night, that ain't bad at all. There's lots of things on Friday night.
Yeah, it was already up to like 17.
Nice. Thank you all for showing up, man.
We appreciate it. Hi, Laura Mod Squad. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody else. I didn't say hi to you because I'm asking questions. All right. Next one. Where would you like to see your homestead in the next 5 years?
Well, I hope it stays right here where it's at.
Okay.
You don't want
Yeah,
no,
you know what what I mean.
You
Don't
don't want no Wizard of Oz house.
Okay, you two. How far progressed do you see the homestead?
Where do I see my homestead in 5 years? Well, I see a lot more critters here. Like I already said, I want chickens, I want goats, and I want pigs. Those are high on the top 3 of the wants list. Chickens is going to happen hopefully pretty soon. That'd be great. I think rabbits is going to happen pretty quick. I want to see a lot of livestock around here. I'm not big into cows, just because of the foraging that they need and the feed that they need and the room that they need. Goats will serve that purpose just fine for us. And with, you know, with goats, a herd of, I don't know, maybe 10 would be more than sufficient for, you know, up to 10 people for meat and milk. And so I am good with goats. I actually prefer goat milk over cow milk. So that's just a big bonus for me. I like rabbit meat.
I like goat meat.
Goat meat is good. Good too. If y'all have ever ate gyros, gyros,
Euros.
sometimes if you get the good stuff, that's goat meat. So
It should be goat meat unless you got like a
yeah,
bony
if you get it at Walmart, it's probably not goat meat. But if you go to an actual gyro place, then it's probably goat meat, and that's the good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm going to Point next week, and I'm getting me a gyro from my favorite gyro place. All right. What's your favorite and least favorite part of off-grid living?
Oh, my favorite part of off-grid living is when I actually get some downtime and I get to just sit on my butt and look at all the things I have accomplished. When I get to sit down and I get to look at the stack of firewood that I just chopped, that just gives me a big happy. When I get to sit and look at the fence that I just built, that gives me a big happy. You know, when I get something accomplished, that just makes me proud. It makes me happy that I provided for my wife and for my family. And that's the kind of things that I love to do, that I take pride in myself personally. And that's the things that I love. That makes me happy. The things that I least love, the things that I least love about being off grid is the time I have to spend away from the homestead. Like I said, I have to go out and I have to work a 9 to 5 because, you know, money just don't grow on trees. Otherwise, that's what I'd be planting out here. Let me tell you. But yeah, anytime that I have to spend away from the homestead, if I have to go to town and buy stuff, I don't like that. I want to be here 24/7, building stuff, making stuff. I would just rather be here. I could easily be a hermit out in the middle of nowhere. But I think my wife would bash me.
Laura, the G is silent. It's Euro, not gyro.
It's gyro. It is gyro.
No, it's not.
Messall said he thought the euro was a form of currency.
It is not gyro. We are not going to go into the correct pronunciation stuff, or we'll be here all night with me.
And he also said, are you planning on doing any trapping on your land?
I really want to do trapping, but I have 2 cats, and they wander, and they are great hunters. And I would really hate myself if I caught one of my cats in one of my traps. I am really good at making snares and making traps and deadfall traps to catch critters. But for the welfare of my wandering pets, I can't do that right now.
Okay. I have let me see. Hold on. I have, I think, a 2-part or 3-part question.
Cool.
Okay, three part question.
Ooh,
Do you
JJ
have
got questions.
Yes, I just thought of this now. Do you have any trees in close proximity of your house?
I do. Well, I
Do you
did.
do you plan on cutting them down?
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
and has Root said no fucking way?
Yes, absolutely.
I thought he was going to go say, "Can I put a deer stand in it?"
Oh,
Actually, we have a couple he could.
Yeah, we have a lot of trees that'd be great for a deer stand. If there is actually no bag limit for pest deer in Kentucky on your own private property. I have 12.21 acres in a garden, and if I think I see a deer heading for it, guess what? That sucker's going in my fridge.
And I know, you hunt in a blind, not in a deer stand.
yeah, I don't hunt in deer stands, but that's got to be an awesome feeling that there's no bag limit.
There it is. It's the same with turkeys, though, JJ. No bag limit. Turkeys are considered fast.
Messall
All right.
said, "Be honest. You're afraid you're going to catch Ruth again."
I'm afraid she's going to catch me. God, I got.
Yeah, I'd be afraid of that too. All right. What skills do you possess that make off-grid living possible?
Oh my God, I have been blessed. God has truly, truly blessed me with so many skills. Most of my life has been spent in carpentry, woodworking, house building, home remodeling. I can build a house literally from the bare dirt all the way to the roof. I know, I've had my hands in on every single piece of that. I taught myself how to do solar, how to set up and build solar systems. I can do plumbing. I can do electrical. I have so many skills and I have so many interests in so many skills that I have learned. I have just this garbage can of knowledge in my head that I know so much stuff that I forget how much I know. It's but when I need something, when I need to be creative about something, then
That'll happen. Get old.
it's really you get that hallelujah, holy crap, that was really cool after it's done.
Yeah, that new fence you have put up is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I saw that in a video years ago, and it just kind of stuck in my head. And I don't know, it just kind of popped out when the need arose because we have zero for funds. We can't just go out and buy a fence and fence posts. But we needed fencing all the way across our property. We have about 400 feet of road frontage property that we got to protect our puppies and our kitties from. Because people run up and down this road on four-wheelers and side-by-sides, at 80 miles an hour. So they ain't looking out for our pets. I got to try and keep those back. So I need a fence. Need a fence. And we didn't have any money to buy one. So what do we have? We've got trees and tree limbs. And I got some kind of time.
Bruce said, "Or holy crap, I dropped a tree on the trailer." Just saying.
Yeah, I dropped a tree on the trailer. I dropped a tree on the porch. I dropped a tree on the lawnmower.
So yeah, about that fence, I need one all the way around my backyard.
Tell Derek to buy a chainsaw. Get to going.
Yeah, no, he would screw it up.
So would I. What are you talking about?
No, he would screw it up.
Lower Mod Squad wants to know if you did you ever shoot a bear? A bear. A beer.
Beer. He shot a beer, plenty of them.
No, I have not personally ever shot a bear, but I have been with a person that shot a bear. And I tell you what, my favorite part of that bear, we cooked up meats and bear steaks and everything. My favorite part of that bear was the paw that we cut off in the woods and threw with fur on it and everything, and threw it right in the middle of the campfire and let it burn. Let it burn and scorch. And then once it's good and cooked, You scrape the char off of it and eat that bear paw. That is some tasty freaking meat.
All right. Next question.
Never heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
me either.
really good, JJ. We got to go bear hunting.
When you were younger, what did you see I know that's a long time ago, so you can think back. What do you see yourself doing at the age you are now?
When I was younger, I thought there was two options for my life. One, I was either going to be rich and have everything I wanted given to me, or I was going to be in the military and be a lifelong military person, like in the movies. One of them MacGyver military guys that just gets shit done.
Ruth, yep, I can't have nothing nice. Yeah.
So neither one of those is true, but I'm happy.
Hey, as long as you're happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my handwriting sucks horribly. Talk to us a bit about solar and how exactly it works and why it's so important for those who live off grid.
Well, there are those that do not require any electricity to live off grid. There is a channel that I'm thinking of. I'm not sure if I can even. It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They're a great channel, and I love them. But they don't use any kind of solar or electricity in their home
At all?
At all. No, they're building a school
Screw that.
on their property that is going to be using solar, but they don't use any electricity in their home. I choose to use electricity because I like things like internet in my house and lights when it's dark. So solar it's important, but it's not a game changer if I don't have it. We have had instances, and when we first got here, we didn't have any solar. We didn't have any solar for a good month and a half. And when we needed to charge our devices, our tablets, our phones, our laptop, then I had a power inverter in my van that I could charge those devices with and use them just fine. And we lived fine like that. Solar and electricity in general is a convenience.
And for those who don't know what solar is, can you break that down a little bit? Because there might be some that don't know what it is.
Well, solar is a solar panel, which is a silicon plate that gathers the rays of sunlight and turns it into electricity. It's a very small amount of electricity. It's actually the less than, or it's right around the same voltage as a car battery. And then you take that energy that's produced by the solar panel and you run it through a charge controller. And what the charge controller does is it takes that energy and it puts it into a collection medium, such as a battery. A car battery is what I use. I use deep cycle car batteries. The reason I use deep cycle car batteries is because they're thicker plates than the regular car batteries that are in your van, car, truck, whatever you got. So therefore, you can drain them down lower without damaging them. So they're made for harder use. And with having cloudy days and not great sunlight, then you need the ability to drain those batteries down or charge them way up on demand. So once that energy is in the battery, then you take that energy from the battery and run it through a power inverter, not a converter, but a power inverter. And that changes that to a regular 120 house voltage, the same that you plug your vacuum cleaner in. And that's what we use to charge our phones, our laptops, and various and sundry other devices. I use it to charge up my batteries for my power tools. I use almost exclusively cordless power tools, and it works great. So
it's really interesting stuff, actually.
It is, and I actually spent 2 years researching and learning about solar before I bought my first panel.
Yeah, I know you did a lot of studying on solar. That's why I made sure that I put a question in there about solar, even if it was just one.
What's the lifespan on a battery when you keep recharging it?
The lifespan on a deep cycle battery is anywhere between 3 to 7 years. It's a relatively short term as compared to, say, a 6-volt solar battery, which can last anywhere from 10 to 15 years. With proper maintenance and whatnot, you got to check your levels and your water levels inside and your charge. But if, say, you use just a regular 12-volt car battery, those have a lifespan of 1 to 2 years.
Messel said, "Who runs down the batteries faster, you or Ruth?"
Me.
That's unfair, though. Well, really, you? I'd say it's unfair because she's at home more. Really,
No,
you?
actually, I use the batteries actually quite a bit more because I primarily run the laptop. I am the primary user of the laptop. Also, I charge my batteries, and I use my batteries a lot for my power tools.
That's
There's
surprising.
always something to build. There's always something to fix. There's usually something to fix because I break stuff, but there's always something to fix or build.
Back
So,
on the solar for a second, because I got a question in my head. Do those panels wear out? Like, how long do they last?
most panels have a warranty for anywhere between 10 to 20 years.
That's good.
The warranty I have on the one I have out here is a 12-year warranty. Now, that's not to say that they break after that. These aren't the kind of warranties that as soon as the warranty is up, it's no good no more, because that happens to a lot of stuff. But
Oh yeah.
Silicon is a stone, so its light conversion properties are inherent from God. So you can just kind of estimate, but in general, a solar panel will be putting out electricity for 20 to 30 years.
What did you say it was made out of? I want to look that up.
It's made out of silicon.
Okay. Thank you.
Silicon, not silicone.
Not silicone. I know.
Yes.
Silicone. I know what silicone is.
Thanks for showing up, Laura Mod Squad.
What other things are you extremely passionate about other than off-grid living? I think I kind of touched on that a bit. But.
I have a lot of different interests, so I am very passionate about a lot of different things. I love woodworking. I love just about anything that has to do with building or creating things. I love to draw. I love to do stuff. My wife says I have a spring-mounted asshole because I just never sit still.
Oh my God, yes. Brother too. Oh my God. Yes. Well, I mean, it's got, now that he's getting older, now he really just is more cool with just sitting with the beer and watching Animal Planet. But
yeah, but that's because Derek is settled. He's got a good job, and he goes to work, he comes home, and he just sits on his butt. He watches TV, which we haven't owned a TV in 6 years.
Well, I mean, he does more than that, but I mean, before he was just, I mean, on the weekends, we still run around like crazy.
The reason we haven't owned a TV in 6 years is because we both firmly believe that it's just a time waster.
And Eric will stare at anything that's on the TV, even if it's Barney, just because it's on the TV.
On the TV, it just grabs your attention. It's a boob tube. I'd sit and watch boobs all day. So
Ruth calls it the glass tit.
It is.
Him and Eric both. It doesn't matter what's on the TV. The girls can be watching Barbies. If they're sitting there, they're watching it. It's like, are you serious right now? I got, I think, one more off-grid question and trying to focus on more than just that.
I'd be happy to do a tattoo for you. You got to come to Kentucky, though.
Hell, I'll come to Kentucky. I still need work. I'm coming to Kentucky anyway. Oh God, I don't know. On Laura, you might end up with like a rag on your arm, Laura. Um, are there aspects that make living with pets harder or easier? Living off grid.
There are aspects that make it both harder and easier.
Which are?
Like with the cats, I love my cats, and we've had them for 7 years now. They're 7 years old, and they are great hunters. So, in and around our house, well, which is a shipping container right now, but there's going to be very little, if any, rodent life. Our cats take care of that, so thus they get fed. And the same goes for the dogs.
And no litter box.
Dogs is, yes, they're an inconvenience. They're always underfoot, and they're an expense to feed. But the benefit of that is that they let us know if something's going on nearby. They let us know if somebody's pulling into the driveway. They let us know if there's something going on out in the woods that we need to be aware of. So, yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to everything.
Are there aspects of living off grid that could make marital life harder? And
Definitely.
how do you work through it? How do you work through it? And what are they?
There
What'd you
have
say?
been times that Ruth has just wanted to choke the life out of me.
That's not an off grid thing. That's
Well,
a Quinlan.
yeah, definitely not an off-grid thing. That's just a me thing.
That's an off grid thing.
But there are aspects of living off-grid because it's hard. It's a hard life. It's not for everyone. And, not everybody can sit and, poop in a composting toilet.
No, not me.
Like I said before, we spent a month and a half without any solar, and not having access to an outlet on the wall could drive some people insane. So, there's definitely been times where Ruth has been very put out. I go to work and I'm gone to work for over 8 hours a day. So I'm not here if something goes wrong. And if something goes wrong and she's here and I just went to work, it can't be fixed for up to 8 or 9 hours. So she's stuck here with whatever inconvenience that is, whether it's the solar going out, the water going out, running out of water, or there's a bear in the woods. She's stuck here, and if it's just too god awful hot and there's no electricity to run a fan, or she's stuck here and it's miserable. So for me, I have the ability and the strength of body to fix stuff. So if something is inconveniencing me personally, I can fix it. But if something's inconveniencing my wife and I'm gone, she has less of an ability to fix it. So it's very difficult, and it does cause a lot of stress in the relationship.
And for other marital, people that are married that are off grid, how do you guys work through that? What's a way that help you, communication?
Definitely communication is key. If she's upset and she needs something that we don't have, like a resource, like running water or something, then she has to be able to communicate that to me. That this is a priority. This is what I need you to focus on and get done. A lot of times it takes time to get done.
Men don't listen.
But, it could be something as stupid as I need a path cut to this area. And I have to either build a device to get that path cut or run a chainsaw or whatever it takes. But there is definitely something that needs to be communicated. It's always key. And having a good relationship, even on grid, communication is key.
Yes.
Or I just do that.
Yeah, she could just run by and smack me. That's cool too.
Yeah, that works. I do that too. definitely on grid too, because like there be some times where like I try to communicate something to Derek and it doesn't go through, so I just like shut down, and then it just causes this whole like thing because I'm like, no, I'm just not going to tell you what I need. I'm just going to be a bitch about it, and then it causes this big whole thing between the two of you. So yeah, communication is always important. I know you love to cook. How difficult is it cooking off grid?
Well, in our current situation, it's very, very difficult. We have camp stove, propane powered camp stove, and we have very, very limited space in the shipping container because while it is 40 foot long, it's only 7 feet wide. So we have, approximately a foot that we use, 1 foot, maybe a foot and a half on each side of the shipping container so that we can use as workspace. And that has to be taken up by storage, food storage, clothing, this desk that I'm at, a bed, sitting area, a wood stove, a shower, a toilet. Everything that a regular house has, we have to have in here to function as a home. So our food prep area, while it's there, it's very limited, and it's very hard to keep anything clean in a shipping container. We don't have actual windows. We have holes in the metal of the walls. So it's kind of a nightmare, and it sucks, but things improve all the time. So
Yep.
we got to get there when we can get there.
What is your favorite meal to prepare when you could just prepare a meal, like whatever, like no,
Oh Lord,
not off grid, just period.
right. I like seafood. I like a lot of different seafoods. One of my favorite meals to make, I don't know. Oh, good grief.
Like if you went on to a cooking show and you had to cook a signature dish, what would it be?
Ramen. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
it wouldn't. It's bullcrap.
Jill ramen.
um, oh, I don't know. Steak is too easy. Fish is kind of difficult because if you overcook it, it's just rubber. I don't know. I like to cook all kinds of different stuff. I have a background as working in 5-star restaurants as a cook. So I can and will on demand make anything. So
Jacked up grilled cheese sandwiches.
I can do that definitely. We got some tomato, we got some green onion, we got plenty of cheese, we got some butter and bread. Let's go.
Oh, dude, I need some of those in my life right now.
Yeah, don't forget bacon.
Oh, that sounds so good. All right. I'll just do the last off-grid question I have so I can focus on other stuff. If you had to do your channel on something besides off-grid living, what would it be? Like, and what would you name it?
If I was not off grid, I think I would probably have a woodworking channel. I would do I would just build stuff because that's what I like to do is build and make and create stuff.
What would you name the channel?
Oh boy. Something stupid. I don't know.
Something stupid.
It probably would be. Here, let's watch something stupid.
I know you tattoo. What is the craziest tattoo that you've ever done?
Most of them that are on me. Oh God, yeah, I did a barbed wire on a guy's elbow, but it wasn't wire. It wasn't a spider web. It was barbed wire. A barbed wire spider web on a guy's elbow.
Oh, I remember that one. I've seen pictures of that one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What's the hardest tattoo you've ever done?
My wife's arm. I'm still in the middle of a whole sleeve. and it's about 5 years in the making. And it's not because really of the difficulty of it, but it's just because I keep ruining inks by letting them be outside and frozen.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah. I currently have 0 inks because they all froze at one point or another, and I just haven't bought any more because I don't have time to tattoo.
When I visit, I'll bring you some. In a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Bring me a cold resistant package to put them in.
Like, I could do that.
Hypoallergenic.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife is allergic to the ink, so it has to be a hypoallergenic, Starbright.
I
or
know.
Grey.
Remember, we got them before. I know which ones you get because we
Yeah.
got them before.
Yeah.
All right, that's everything I have wrote down. So I'm gonna leave the floor open for people to ask questions, and I'll come up with more. That was like a page and 2 pages of questions.
Yeah, I told you I'd burn through it quick.
Actually, no, we've been on for an hour, so that's actually pretty good.
Wow. Nice.
Or an hour and 4 minutes. Or
Yeah,
an
we
hour.
only have 2 other people in the chat. They got bored with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's also dinner time too. So
Yeah, true.
the yellow rose with petals falling off. That's what you want. I have a couple of small things that I want, just really simple. Like I want a puzzle piece on my wrist for my little brother. That's a good one. What would your next tattoo be, Eric, if you just like chose?
My personal next tattoo would be a cover up of something. I've got so many tattoos that I did when I was just practicing and getting started. I've also got tattoos that I let other people do to me, and they're not so great. So I would do cover ups.
What's your favorite tattoo that you have?
It's not finished, but it is a rebel flag that is all ripped and tattered.
Wait, where's that?
Also a cover up. It's on my forearm. I don't know if I can get it zoomed in. I don't know if I could turn my arm that way.
Yeah. Hang on. When did that happen?
Oh God, this is about 3 years ago.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we were still living in Tennessee, in Murfreesboro, I believe.
It shows how little I pay attention to you. I didn't even know it was there. I know all the other ones since I've known you for so long, but I guess I just didn't think you had any new ones.
What is the most least painful spot to get a tattoo?
The most least?
Yeah, the least painful spot to get a tattoo.
Fatty areas, right? Fatty areas.
Yeah. Yeah, the side of your calf is not a very painful spot.
Unless you got a lot of muscle.
Your
Would that
arm,
hurt?
not the shoulder, but the meaty part of your arm is a good spot that isn't very painful. Your upper arm isn't very painful.
Oh, I can show the tattoos you did for me. Actually, I think.
The most painful? God.
The most
The
painful,
foot.
I have a tattoo on the top of my big toe, and I did it myself. And by the time I was done, it was a 5-minute tattoo. I was literally crying.
My foot
did it
hurt.
myself. That hurt.
When Eric went to do my foot, he put the thing to my foot, and he started. I'm like, oh no. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, well, now I got a line on my foot. We have to do it, but it hurt. Like Eric's really gentle tattooer, so it's probably would have been better than any other person. Like the first one on my arm he did, that took us like what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
she was not sucking down the ink at all on her first tattoo.
I'll show you guys the ink. Like, I'll put a picture on my Facebook for those who can see it. But the ink was packed in there, and now let me pull up my camera. Now it's like hardly any color whatsoever, and it was packed in there. I went to the hospital right after, and my ink yeah.
You have to talk so we can see you.
Okay, right here. See, it's got Ariana's name and Kaylee's name, and all that was full of color, and now it's just like,
Yeah. Ink always will always fade over time. So
yeah, but no, that happened quick because of the
that
hospital.
fades quick. But
And then, well, I'll show my turtle. That's my favorite.
yeah. I like that turtle. That turned out really well.
That's my favorite. I love it. All right.
You guys still hear me?
Yep.
My roommate does that.